Welcome to the Arizona Real Estate Minute. I'm Kay,
And I'm Rick.
and we're here to teach you Real Estate 101. And today we're talking about economics and housing.
Isn't that exciting?
It is. So I'll start off with a few statistics.
Alrighty.
First of all, REO sales, which are bank-owned properties, from August to September, they went from 38% to 44%. So it's a pretty big increase.
Yeah, definitely.
And in the last 5 months, they've gone up a total of 68%. So they're kind of taking over the market. They're the biggest percentage of houses on the market at the current time. Short sales fell from 28% to 24% from August to September, and the average price in the Phoenix metropolitan area is $160,000.
So basically, some of those statistics and how that breaks down is banks are less and less willing to accept short sales. Owners are more and more willing to just foreclose on their home. Either that or they're not able to get their short sales through in
Yeah,
time.
their arm is adjusted, or
Yeah, and what's happening is these properties are being foreclosed on and then becoming the bank's property and then being sold at a discount to buyers.
exactly.
So, to go over some of the underlying conditions of the market, we are, clearly we're still in a massive correction from the crazy times of '04 to '06 and the days when you didn't really need to be alive to get a loan. And, what we're seeing is Arizona is taking its medicine a little bit. We're getting, we were sick. We were on our, we got a horrible virus, which was this craziness that happened, and now we have to take this pain, and it's a painful medicine to take. It doesn't taste too good, but we're going to have to take it. So, what's happening, we're seeing prices continuing to fall. We're seeing inventory to rise. I think currently we have a 7-month supply of inventory, and, it's increasing. Prices are continuing to go down. That being said, there are some tremendous buying opportunities, and all of these negative statistics are creating a great opportunity, and also that compacted with the fact that interest rates are at 50-year lows.
Right. So basically, what are we trying to say, or what are we trying to accomplish? We're trying to get the people that we work with, our buyers, our investors, we're trying to get people to live within their means. We're trying to get you out of houses if you can't afford them and get into a more affordable house. What better time than now to get a more affordable house? Investors, we're trying to get you to get cash flowing properties instead of properties that maybe, even though they may be only negative cash flow a couple $100s. And these days, that's kind of huge. And so we're just trying to get people to look at real estate as not an investment to make money. We want you to look at it as an investment, but only you got to love the house, you want to live in it, raise your children in it, and don't expect to make income from it.
Except for investors who are buying investment properties, and in which case there are some very good deals out there, but you have to be careful. If you're an investor who has a short-term mindset, don't buy. Just
Right. At the
buy,
same
buy
time,
something else. Buy gold.
Right. We don't want our investors to buy with the intention of flipping or selling quickly. We want our investors to rent for ride this storm out that we're in.
Exactly. And if you're going to buy, what you want to do, if you're going to buy an investment property, you want to buy based on the fact that the amount of rent coming in is a reasonable return on your investment. So, if you have $70,000 cash to park, and you want to park it in a place that's renting for $900 a month, that's
good. That's good return.
After your expenses, you're going to get a decent return on your money. And these days, it's hard to get a nice return on your money. So that's definitely something to consider for investors. If you're buying based on the fact that we just think prices are going to shoot up through the roof because they're so suppressed right now, you should probably not buy. That's my opinion.
Yeah, buy for the long term.
Exactly. And that's one of the things. What we're trying to do is we're not trying to sell you anything. We're trying to present you with a realistic look at the market. Everybody around here is going to tell you, what all the realtors say, and that's, well, prices are so low, interest rates are so low, you got to buy now or you're going to be priced out of the market. And I think that's completely bogus. I mean, I saw a CEO from one of the big real estate companies around here, I won't mention any names, and what she basically came out and said on her video blog was, so prices are low. Prices are suppressed. They're unreasonably low. Interest rates are so low. And I agree with interest rates are low and interest rates are going to rise. But what she's saying is you have to buy now because this is a buying opportunity like no other. And I think it's completely bogus. I don't think prices are going to appreciate any time in the next, 3 to 5 years.
that being said, I do think that if you buy now, and it takes another, with the prices that are out there, if you buy and it does take another hit, it's not going to be that big of a hit in the scheme of things now.
Well, yeah,
If
and-
you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you buy, you have to buy smart.
Right.
I just don't agree with the idea that, you can buy and expect some, huge return in appreciation.
Oh, exactly. Right.
If you're going to buy, you can expect a return. Definitely. You should expect a return if you're investing in a property. But you need to expect that return from rental income and not from short-term price
Well, go
appreciation.
back to the '80s, where it used to take time to get appreciation in a property.
Well, and there were still real estate investors.
Yeah.
But what were they buying on? They were buying on the principle that not houses would just shoot up in value, but the idea that houses would
income.
provide rental income,
Right.
which would provide a return on your investment.
Exactly. So we kind of need to get back to the day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, this is just a little primer for you. We're trying to give you an idea of what's going on in the market. What we're recommending right now is to take a look at some of the properties that are, below the cost of construction. For instance, we looked at some fabulous townhomes today, from $69,000 up to about $85,000. That was the price range we were looking for, in a decent area, built in 2000.
Five.
Everything we looked at was 2005 and up. So I mean, these are very new places, and if you look at what the cost of construction was, there's no way they could have built those things for $120,000.
Having worked for a builder in Seattle, I know the price, and it would be approximately that one house that's up for sale for like $69,000 right now. It'd cost at least $120,000 to rebuild it.
And
So
that's what I'm saying. You got to get back to fundamentals. You have to look at that and say, you know what? The dollar keeps falling. The dollar's down 14%. The dollar index since June. Commodity prices continue to rise. How could a builder ever replicate this structure for the cost? And they can't. Maybe it cost $120,000 to build that last year. It probably cost $140 to build it this year with the way everything's going, with all the price of all the materials shooting through the roof. And that's
and the hard loan money that they would need to get.
well, yeah.
If they were lucky enough.
It's
to
funny.
get it.
Interest rates are so low. Try getting a construction loan. Interest rates aren't low; they're the same.
Yeah.
Because the banks aren't going to take that risk. They're already too over leveraged.
Banks won't even do many building loans at
No,
all.
I mean you got to find private financing if you want to have a prayer in that arena. But so basically what we're saying is, if you're going to buy smart. We're going to do our best to educate you. We're going to try and give you the facts, not the fluff. And we're going to be here with you every day. This is the Arizona Real Estate Minute. We're going to shoot some videos like this to try to give you a primer, some education, and hopefully we can teach you something, provide some value to you. If you ever have any questions, you can reach us via the Contact Us link in the upper right corner of your screen. But that's pretty much it for today. I hope something we said here sunk in, and
We look forward to talking to you next time.
see you soon.